What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I hope you're doing well out there. Today we're going to do something different. I'm going to show you the very first game I've ever played on any console ever, and that was the game called Freeway for the Atari 2600. And the whole point of this game is chicken cross the road. You're this chicken, and your job is to cross the freeway without getting ran over. And then you've got to try to score the most points. And you're supposed to be playing with 2 players. I'm clearly only playing by myself with 1 player. But it's the first one to get the most points out of 2 minutes wins. And it literally is chicken cross the road. It also came out around the same time Frogger. This game came out in 1981. And it's one of the very first games ever produced by Activision. You can see Activision down there at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, one of the very first games they've ever made. And it's called Freeway. It's basically who would get across first, you know. Why did chicken cross the road? It's kind of a game making fun of that idea of, like, why did the chicken cross the road? Who knows? To get more points, I guess. You'd have to ask the people at Activision. But this was the very first game I owned on the Atari 2600. It's the very first game I've ever played, period. When I was a little kid, we had to hook the Y receptors up to the screwdriver that screwed into the back of your TV to ground it. Like, that's how literally old school this was. There was no HDMI. There was no AV cables. You have that that little metal Y hookup that you had to plug in the back of your TV and screw it in to get reception. It kind of shows you how far technology has come. Oop, we're almost there. We're almost at 12. Yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. The only other game I owned on this system was a game called Night Driver, which I'll go ahead and show you after this one. Oh, look, the countdown's on. We have to get to the... Yeah, and then once the countdown's on, the game just starts over. Yeah, so the other game we had for this system was Night Driver. And this is supposed to be a race car game where that little 2-bit icon at the bottom is a race car, and the other icons are supposed to be the road. That little, it looks like you're getting showered on. That's supposed to be the road. So let's jump into this one, if I remember correctly. This game was hard. Yep, always crashing. And it's only a 1-button game. You got 1 button. If you knew the Atari controls, you had a joystick and 1 button. And it's really hard to control anything. This isn't the emulator either that's making me crash. This was how this game actually played out in the 1970s when I played it, or the early 80s. You couldn't get 5 feet without crashing into something. And we're on a countdown, so we've got a minute to get to where we're going without wrecking. And already we're doing horribly. This does remind me of playing this game back in the day. It is so hard. It is so clunky. And trying to play it nowadays on an emulator is almost impossible without the original joystick, which had a little round, they call it the Pong controller. Almost impossible to play it nowadays. Yeah, we're going to stop it there. But those were the very first arcade games, the very first games I've ever been exposed to. I just wanted to share that with you real quick. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. And I will bring you more retro videos in the future if you enjoy them. And until then, I will see you all later. Thanks for watching.